Hello, my dear friends, viewers, and subscribers. This is Mehak, and I hope that you are doing very well in their homes and you are spending your time in a productive way. Friends, I want to say that today's video is not dependent on motivational factor. It's only about for the IELTS experience and for my students also who want to join the IELTS classes later on. And so today I want to give some of the information regarding the IELTS. First of all, IELTS is the full form of the IELTS is International English Language Testing System. So it is international. It means that the examination of IELTS is similar in all the countries. It's an international examination. I want to tell you that there are two bodies who conduct the IELTS examination. First one is ITP and next one is British Council, that is BC. So it's your choice with whom you want to give the examination. There is a not so much differences in conducting the examination and also in the evaluation, but the minor differences are seen in the writing task, writing module only. And there are two types of the IELTS also. First one is academic IELTS and next is GT IELTS. Academic IELTS is for those who want to migrate to the foreign country for study purposes, and GT IELTS is for those who want to migrate to another countries for the work purposes and also for getting the PR. These are the two type of the IELTS. I want to suggest that the students who want to migrate to the foreign country for the study purposes, they should go for the academic IELTS. Okay, so friends, so first of all, I will tell you that there are four modules in the IELTS. First one is listening, second is reading, third is writing, and fourth one is speaking. So LRWS, this is a listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So examination for the listening, reading and writing is conducted on the same day, and its time period varies from 1 to 5 p.m. and it's like whatever the center you have filled in your examination, you will go there and sit in that exam. But speaking is on the another day. Speaking might be before listening, reading and writing, and after the listening, reading and writing. So it's like your choice again that you want to take the IELTS speaking before or after your main exam. So listening, we start with the listening. Firstly, listening is of 30 minutes and 10 minutes is given to you for transferring your answers. But remember one thing in the listening, that there is a headphones given to you and you should listen the audio script very carefully, because listening needs much concentration and focus. In the listening, you have to listen each and every detail very carefully, because even a single word plays a very important role in the listening module. So listening is all about that how you listen to the another person. In the listening module, there are 4 sections and each section contains 10 questions, and in the listening module, a difficulty level increases with section wise. Section 1 is easier as compared to the other section, and there are types of the questions in the listening module. And first one is fill-ups, and the fill-ups is of not more than 1 word, not more than 2 words, and not more than 3 words. It's only up to 3 words. Okay, and the fill-ups is also not more than 1 word or a number. So fill-ups, in a fill-ups you can write here, if the instruction is given to you, it's a number or a word, you can write both also. Okay, so fill-ups are there, MCQs are there, and maps are there, and sentence completion is there. So there are different type of the questions in the listening module, and I will make the video on the types of the questions also. So listening is like it's only 30 minutes, and you in the 30 minutes it's up to you that how you concentrated yourself in that particular module. Because I think that listening module, in the listening modules you can get 7 plus band scores, 8 and 9 also, because some of my known persons also get 9 band scores in the listening. So work hard on this module and you will become a good listener also while doing the listening module. So second one is of the the reading module. Reading is for the academic student, there is a different pattern, and for the GT students there is a different pattern. But I'm just telling you for the academic students. Academic students in the academic reading, there are 3 passages, and it is a long passages. And 1 hour is again 1 hour is given to you, and no extra time is given for transferring the answers. Only and only 1 hour is allotted for the reading module. And in that 1 hour you have to transfer your answers to the answer sheet, but transfer it in a uppercase or in the capital letters. Okay, so in the reading module there are 3 long passages, and you find the answers from that passages. There are questions, and there are 40 questions are there, and each section contains I think so 13 14, each section wise there are 13 14 questions. Okay, there is again some, like one passage is the most difficult, another passage is moderate, and another passage is easier one. But some of the students find that the reading module is the most difficult module for them. In the reading module, synonyms are used. There is a different sentence formations, different sentence structures, idioms also. So reading, finding the answers is little bit complicated, but if you do it very dedicatedly, you can find it easily also. So next one is of the writing module. For the academic students, writing module, there are 2 tasks, and task 1 and task 2. Task 1, in the task 1 there is a pictorial representation, and there are different type of the task. First one is bar chart, pie chart, table, and map also. So there are different type of the pictorial representation in the task 1, and the word limit for the task 1 is only 150 words. You can write up to 180 words, but not more than that. And writing module is again for the 1 hour. Allot the 20 minutes for the task 1, and rest of the 40 minutes for the task 2, because task 2 is of much band scores as compared to the task 1. And task 1, I will make the video on the task 1 also, that how many types of the task 1 is there, and how you can analyze and interpret the data for the task 1. So next is the task 2. Task 2 is again for the 250 to 80 word limit. There is a fixation of the word limit 250 to 280 word. And like I want to suggest that don't cross the word limit, because if you cross the word limit there are chances of grammatical errors and another type of the errors. So stick with the time, and also stick with the word limit. So 1 hour is given to you for the writing task 1 and writing task 2. Writing task 2, again there is a further classification for the writing task 2. There are different type of the essays, and I will make a video on the task 2 also. And so task 2 is of more band score, so give more time to the task 2 as compared to the task 1. And in the task 2 you need some idea, so there is a brainstorming technique that you have to use your brain for generation of the ideas in the task 2. Okay, so next one is of the speaking module. Speaking module is one of the most interesting modules in the IELTS. In the speaking module, that you have to speak in front of the examiner in the English language. So in the speaking module, your English is evaluated. Your English is judged, that how comfortably you speak the English language. So there are three sections in the speaking module. First one is the introductory questions. Introductory questions is based upon you, and there are some topics in the introductory part. Introductory questions is like if it's based upon you, and you should stick with the answers. Means you need not to give the detailed explanation of the answers, and don't elaborate it. In the introductory part, give the answers in a brief manner in 2 or 3 sentences only. But don't say yes only for the particular question. If you are saying that, if the examiner is asking from you, do you like to go outside? Yes, I like to go outside. But why you like to go outside? So you have to give some explanation of this also. And the second one is of the cue card. Cue card section is of that there is a one cue card given to you, one topic is given to you, and 4 cues are given. On the basis of that cue card, examiner will give you the 1 minute for thinking that cue card, and 2 minutes is allotted to you for speaking that cue card. In the cue card, your English language is checked, your fluency is checked, your naturalism is checked, and like your way of talking is checked, your grammatical errors are checked. So there are criteria on the basis basis of which that your Q card is evaluated. So last section is about the follow-up questions. Follow-up questions, I must say that these are the tricky questions, and in this type of the questions, examiner want to puzzle you, want to confuse you by asking the question again and again. In my context, there are some students who told me that, ma'am, that examiner asked the why question again and again in a particular question in the follow-up question. So in the follow-up part, that you should be very attentive while giving the answers. Okay, so there is a need of justification of the particular answer. Justify your answers, that if you are saying yes, why it is so, and if you are saying no, why it is no. Okay, so these are all about your IELTS. I hope that you like my video on IELTS, and this is on the overview. I will make the further videos on IELTS also, and hope that you will give me the positive feedback so that I will make the further videos on IELTS. Thank you.